Well, welcome back to, we're at day 23 of learning VGC. I'm trying to get a little bit more regular with the uploads, maybe doing every other day for now, just to see, maybe do a little bit more. More is good. Just in preparation for the Houston Regional. We are still on bolt balance. Even though I play this also still when I'm not recording, and it does frustrate me a little bit because I am bad. It's fun. There's still fun. Pressing bonk is fun. Pressing calm mind is fun. Pressing surging strikes is fun. These Pokemon have fun moves to press, as this person can attest to, because it looks like it's more or less a mirror match. So because it's basically the same Flutter Mane, it looks like the biggest difference is that it's Cornerstone Ogerpon instead of, oh, and there's Choice Scarf Urshifu with Taunt on the Incineroar, Safety Goggles on Bolt. Okay, so let Clam on Rillaboom, and so there's no, okay, Clam on Rillaboom, interesting. I mean, I still want to do Incineroar, Flutter, because I'm still gonna be faster than Rockpon. And then it's probably Rillaboom as well. And let's do Urshifu. I definitely still like the Flutter Mane or Incineroar lead. Any Terras I need? Oh, Terra Ghost on the Urshifu. Ooh, I'm so glad I did this. Oh, an Ice Spinner too. So Surgeon Strike, close combat, you turn Ice Spinner. Oh, no Aqua Jet. Oh, that changes so much. That actually changes so much. I'm so glad I checked this. So, but it's Terra Ghost. Let's just do Rillaboom Bolt. So, Flutter Urshifu next to this. The biggest downside now is that I don't know how my two biggest concerns right now is I don't know how fast this Flutter Mane is, and I don't. So I'm gonna switch into Rillaboom, and I'm just gonna click knockoff on the Urshifu because the. Ooh! Come on, please. I'm okay with this. I'm so okay with this. It's fine. But we got the Terra early, which is really important. The biggest downside now is obviously that, I mean, how much did that do? This also could be, I'm gonna double into the Flutter Mane. It's not gonna knock out, but like I do lose Rillaboom. But that means I get a free switch. Oh! And that means I get a whole bunch of damage into that Rillaboom too. Ooh, boy, that did a lot of damage. I still have my bolts, so I think I'm gonna go into Flutter Mane. I think I do live a Surging Strikes. Incineroar doesn't live that, so I might actually just I might Terra the Incineroar. Click Icy Wind, and then click knockoff onto the Urshifu. Because this should like, oh, that's not the Incineroar. But that's still fine, I guess. I guess this works out in the end. Because Flutter Mane is now faster. How much did Icy Wind do to the Urshifu? I mean, if I can go Icy Wind, knock off again onto the Urshifu, and it hits, and then we're gonna go Moonblast and Parting Shot onto the Bolt, and we just click Moonblast, Parting Shot into the Bolt again. I can switch into my own Bolt. That's still doing a lot of damage. And then we just go into my own Bolt, and then okay. What was my lead? It was, so what could they do to adjust leads from Flutter Mane and Incineroar? I mean, I had to switch Flutter Mane out right away. which is fine. I managed to play around it, but I also showed them like, hey, I'm willing to just call that you're gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna just do it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it. And I'm gonna make you adjust because I called it. I just said, hey, I called it. I'm putting it in your head that I'm willing to call it. And I think game one calling it like that is super fair. Get in your head a little bit on that one. I still think you lead Flutter Main. Like, if I were to be honest, like, if you're leading Flutter Main, and which I do think you're gonna lead Flutter Main, I mean, it might be best just go Flutter Rillaboom. But that does lose to, like, every other lead. Is that okay, though? Let's try it. You know, I don't think I want to bring Bolt 2. I think I was right with game 1 to bring Urshifu. And depending on how they want to lead this, I think like Flutter and Flutter Rillaboom lead is like super not great for him. So Rillaboom Urshifu with Flutter Mane and my own Rillaboom. So my initial thoughts are this Urshifu is definitely gonna be faster than my Flutter Mane. But like I can Terra Grass because I'm kind of like okay just like doing that, and then I don't like. I think you would like. I'm gonna Terra Grass. Oh, they called the Terra Grass. That's a crazy call. I respect it. I do respect it. Don't get me wrong. I will always respect a crazy call like that. But this position is actually really good for me too. I'm going to T-Wave the Rillaboom, and then I'm just gonna Grassy Glide on the Urshifu, just because it's like I'm really okay like hitting it. Get the T-Wave on the Rillaboom. Woodhammer comes out, deals a good amount of damage. Flutter Mane, I don't know who's faster. That's the biggest issue right now. And like, I probably gonna just click this and Grassy Glide here. Okay, you're a little bit faster. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go into Incineroar here. They don't like. If I'm being honest, like they don't like. They would have to switch into Rillaboom. I think I'm gonna call it that's gonna switch into Rillaboom, and I'm just gonna high horsepower the Raging Bolt. Because but it's like I'm pretty sure your Bolt would protect. Like I think you're gonna switch here, and Bolt's gonna protect. I will make that read. I will make that read. I make that read every time. Oh. I made that read and then I mistakenly made the read. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, bro. I did not mean to make that read. So I definitely just go protect here. And then you have your own Urshifu in the back. But I have Aqua Jet. So my goal now is to click Parting Shot onto the Raging Bolt. And then I'm just going to click Aqua Jet into your own Urshifu. I don't know if this is going to knock out, but I'm okay if it doesn't. Because I think Rillaboom or Incineroar should win the 1v1 against the Raging Bolt. Ooh! Ooh! So we got Rillaboom out. Yeah. Oh, okay. So they just said I'm not willing to play that out. I think they could have actually won this. Like, they have to protect this turn. And then... No, I don't think they do. I think the pieces on the board are just too much for them. So the plan is I'm going to play a little bit. And then I'm going to look over the regional... the regional, like, was like 2 weekends ago. Just because... I realized I really should have looked up the regional because, for those who don't know, there's a team I've been practicing that top 2'd one, and I want to look at it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the other teams I saw. Just kind of go over it a little bit because I definitely will be switching to that team for the time being because I like it, and so yeah. But we're gonna play a little bit more. We're gonna do a little bit more. Maybe a game or two more of this. Then look at the regional, and then switch teams. Play a game of that maybe, and then kind of talk about my thoughts on it. Because I definitely do have thoughts on it. But I try to tend to go say I should trust better players. So this team, it looks like it's a sand team. Probably my initial guess is there's going to be AV. We have AV T-Tar with probably either Clam or Sash. Life Orb with Excadrill. Okay, with Terra Ground. And then so no okay, that's okay, there's good to know that there's Protect on there. I don't know if you're bulky or not. Drago, Wellspring, Clam on the T-Tar. And then Covert Cloak, Tornadus with Leer. Interesting. This is a super interesting team. How do I want to lead against this? I think I definitely do want to do this. I definitely want Incineroar in the back. I definitely want Incineroar in the back. And then I think I want Bolt at some point. I don't think I can lead Bolt. I think I can lead Bolt. Never mind. I think I can lead Bolt. And then I want Incineroar in the back. So that just means, do I want Rillaboom, Urshifu, or Ogerpon? I don't think I can bring Urshifu, and I don't think I can bring Ogerpon, so it has to be Rillaboom. So I'm expecting Tornadus T-Tar. So there's Taunt on the Tornadus, which is really important to keep in mind. Especially since you can taunt my Fluttermane. You can also taunt my Raging Bolt here. Rock Slide, Knockoff, Earthquake. No Earthquake, just Terra Blast. So my initial thoughts here is I'm really worried about this Taunt. I'm incredibly worried about this Taunt. I'm also really worried about this Knockoff here. So I think I'm just going to switch into an Ensign. That's Clam. That's fine. I forgot they have Clam. That's all. I mean, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But this is about the turn I really expected to happen. So here, I really wanted the Icy Wind to hit. I also really wanted you to taunt my Fluttermane. I still think you might, but I'm actually going to double into the T-Tar. Actually, I cannot double into the T-Tar because I think T-Tar is going to protect. But I think I can just double into the Tornadus. Let's go. We double. Okay, hold on. Incineroar. You are such a fraud, Incineroar. Okay. So we just need to reposition. I think I can go. So like I'm looking at this. I'm really worried about the Earthquake, so I think I can go Terra, Icy Wind, and then switch into the Rillaboom here. Oh, Incineroar, that would have been such a clean play, but you're such a fraud. I didn't see that coming. I thought you were just gonna click Earthquake. I think I do lose here now. I think that was I think that's kind of game losing. I think I'm okay with. I mean, I'm okay with the knockoff. I think I need to make a read here. And I make the read. I make it every single time. The read happens every single time. Okay, so this position is different now. So everything about this position is different and changes so much. I need Rillaboom. I wonder if I can keep Rillaboom on the board for a couple more turns. I don't actually know if I can or not. Excadrill is... I think I can go Thunderclap into the T-Tar. And then Grassy Glide on the Excadrill. I could not do that. That's actually good to know I couldn't do that. I think I probably could have gotten away with just a Protect though, like Grassy Glide Protect, and then do that the next turn. I think I could have gotten away with that. So the worry now is definitely Bleak Wind Storm. But I just have to say, hey, those never hit. What is your last Mon? That's a worry. Oh, that's also a worry there too. But Grassy Glide should knock out there. And then you have Drago. Oh, that's a huge worry. I think that's fine. I think I lose. But yeah, nothing we can do there. I almost could have won. I think I could have almost won that one. I think if I protected, I kind of gambled on if that was gonna Grassy Glide was gonna kill the but then like if you Terra Blast, like I definitely gambled that. I definitely did gamble that, if I'm being honest. But also, like, are you max speed? You might actually be max speed. But I think my lead was actually kind of fine. I think the Fluttermane, actually, I don't think it was fine because I had to switch Bolt out right away. I think the Bolt lead was really, really greedy. And I think that Urshifu is actually better in the back. I don't think they'll bring it. I don't think they'll bring Ogerpon. So there's two modes I'm looking at. There are two modes I'm looking at. I think I do want Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Ogerpon, and Incineroar. I'm foreseeing a Iron Head here. So I think I can go switch and then hit the biggest threat, which is the Excadrill. With the... So now they're in a really awkward position. I think I'm allowed to go Fake Out here and then hit the Wood Hammer on the Excadrill. But... Do I want Terra for anything else? Is there anything that I'm like, I need Terra for? Not really. Maybe. I think I can Terra Ghost here to not die to an Earthquake. I think I can Terra Ghost, Fake Out the Cheetar, Wood Hammer the Excadrill slot. This position's kind of awkward for me. I think I'm kind of okay just switching into, depending on when they switch into here. They brought Ogerpon. That's kind of unfortunate. I might get bonked this turn. I'm definitely gonna get bonked this turn. But I think Ensign can live a bonk. I don't know who's faster, though, than Ensign or T-Tar. I don't know if I can live a... No. I know T-Tar's faster. But I think you're going to bonk on this slot. So I think I have to go Parting Shot into the Ogerpon. And then... switch into Flutter here. Incineroar, are you the biggest fraud of the century? Yes, you are, and I'm tired of pretending you're not. But Fluttermane's actually gonna get bonked here. Is 100% gonna get bonked here, and that's fine. But I still want, like, at least I think so. I think I can still Parting Shot. I'm just gonna click Icy Wind just to see what happens, just to see, like, hey, like, how fast is this? Ooh, when we live, and there's no miss. And there's a speed drop. And we get to we could get to go into Rillaboom in the slot. My Fluttermane doesn't go down. I can switch Fluttermane out. I can click Wood. I'm gonna click Wood Hammer and just switch into Incineroar here. Wait, you have Protect. You know what? The likelihood you click Protect is above 50%. But the likelihood you you just click Spiky Shield on this one is like above 50% as well, I think. They called that. That's fine. I just wanted to intimidate on the Ogre Pawn, if I'm being honest. I wanted to have the negative damage on the Rillaboom. Am I okay with Ogre Pawn? I mean, I feel like I just need to... I mean, you can just double protect here. I feel like I have to switch an Ogre Pawn, and I just click Icy Wind and just say, I know you're going to double protect, and that's fine. Okay, so my Ogre Pawn now should be faster than theirs. Ah, a lot of damage, but that's fine. Ah! Rillaboom. Rillaboom, save me, Rillaboom. Okay, like, I have to do this every time. Oh, no. I thought Grassy Terrain went first. Oh, that's my bad. Okay, so I lose now. Is there a way I could have won this? I feel like I could have. It actually was... I should have sacked... Like, I feel like up until... I feel like here... Like, the Incineroar, like, flinching here kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hitting that was good. This was good. Actually, if I'm being honest, I should have sacked Fluttermane here. Yeah, I should have just sacked Fluttermane here. I would have taken a little bit more, but like, what was I actually getting out of that? I should have just sacked Fluttermane. I guess the worry was that, yeah, I should just sack Fluttermane there. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. If I sacked Fluttermane there, I would have Incin. I could free switch, and I had Incineroar basically to free switch. I could have gone Incineroar. Actually, I could have gone Ogre Pawn, Spiky Shield, hard switch and Incineroar. If Incineroar goes down, yeah, okay. Double Genie, Amoonguss, with Choice Scarf, Rapid Strike, with Substitute on the Landers, which is really important to look at. There's also Focus Sash on the Tornadus, with Protect, with Double Protect here. And is there Taunt? There's no Taunt on the Tornadus. Fake Out Parting Shot, not Blade Blitz Knockoff with Safety Goggles. Terra Water on the Amoonguss with that. And then probably a more offensive Fluttermane. Terra Fairy. Okay. Terra Grass and Safety Goggles? That's crazy. I definitely lead Fluttermane. I feel like Fluttermane's just like a really strong lead here. I definitely want... Do I want Fluttermane next to Fake Out? Probably. So we'll do Rillaboom because I feel like that's probably just stronger against this. I think Ogre Pawn's here is a really good strong too. So next question is, do I want Incineroar or do I want Bolt or Urshifu? Bolt does kind of lose to Fluttermane and Landorus. So I don't think I really want to bring that. Incineroar is kind of strong. Let's just do Incineroar. So Amoonguss and Lando come out. I'm expecting a double protect. I am expecting a double protect. I'm not expecting a Spore turn 1, which would be wild. I feel like that's not smart if they were to Spore turn 1. They could just go full offensive and just double into the Fluttermane here, which wouldn't be terrible if I'm being honest. But I think I can go Icy Wind, Wood Hammer into the Lando. Yeah, I expected this. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna burn Sleep Turns, and then we're gonna just do it again. Crazy call. I mean, like, I kind of had to because it's just like if you just went Sludge Bomb, like it's cooked. Like I could have just taunted here. Sludge Bomb, that's fine. Probably going Sludge Bomb, Sludge Bomb. I can bring in my Ogre Pawn, which is going to be faster than the Lando. So I'm going to go this. And then I think I want to Spiky Shield. It still burns a turn of sleep for the Fluttermane, which is really important. I don't think they can knock it out. They probably could just double into it, but I think Fluttermane lives the double up unless they get the poison from the Sludge Bomb. I also don't think you're going to Terra Water in front of Ogre Pond with Grassy Terrain up. Ensign comes out, that's fine. Terra Water comes out. I Spiky Shield just in case. Rage Powder, that's fine. And Sleep comes out. Cool. Okay, so I definitely have to switch out now. I'm going to immediately taunt this Amoonguss and switch into Incineroar because I don't want this position. I don't like this position. It's not a good position. I mean, yeah, it's not a great position. I also probably could have just called that, like, I'm just going to Grassy Glide you, my guy. This is fine. Bruh. Okay, so now you have to, right? What do you have? You have safety goggles. I'm going to knock off the Amoonguss. I'm going to taunt knock off the Amoonguss. I don't know. This is kind of chalk. I might honestly, like, this is so incredibly chalked to the point where I'm just like, I might just start being like, okay, and then knock off. Okay, this is so chalked. This is so chalked. It's fine. How do I get out of this? I don't know who your last mon is. I think I can probably carry with Ogre Pawn, but it really just depends on, like, getting rid of this Incineroar. I don't want Amoonguss to do anything. And I'm clicking Icy Wind, and I'm clicking Parting Shot onto the Amoonguss slot. Actually, woke up. Cool. Ogre Pawn comes out. This still feels chalked. Like, I'm not like this still feels chalked. I feel like I just have to do this. Ooh, yeah, I kind of figured you were gonna double into me. That's fine. Oh, and you got the poison. That sucks. Okay, and now in this position, who am I hitting with the? Like, if I'm being honest, I kind of want to go taunt the Incineroar, Terra Fire, Grassy Glide the Amoonguss. And then now I'm going to T-Wave the Incineroar, Grassy Glide the Amoonguss. That's fine. My flood rank goes down. Who was in the back? None other than my own boy Incineroar. I'm gonna just, mean, you have that. Would you protect? The answer is probably yes. But I'm going to throw up my own protect. And now it's super awkward. I just have to hope that Ogre Pawn can live. So I'm just gonna Flare Blitz for Spiky Shield. Wait, is there something? Hold on. I still think I have to Flare Blitz Spiky Shield. Like, can my Incineroar win the 1v1 matchup against theirs? I think in the long run I can. I need this Flutter Mane down. Paralyze goes out. Shadow Ball, and we win. Cinema. I'm gonna focus energy just so I can get these crits going. And then I don't want you to do that much damage to me. You are going to do negative damage while I crit you every single time. Let's go, funny bonk button. Let's go, funny bonk button. Okay. There we go. Funny bonk button. Okay. All right. So what was my... I don't even remember my lead. I got to remember these leads. So you led Umungus, Lando against Flutter, and Rillaboom. If I'm being honest, in hindsight, this was a really bad lead. I actually think, funny enough, it's actually Flutter Mane Ogre Pawn. It's a very strong lead here. I say that, but it does hard lose to Landorus Tornadus. So I do need a fake out user. And it probably still is Rillaboom. Like here, I have to click Taunt. Like, actually, I don't even think I need to click Taunt here. No, I feel like I do. I feel like I should just play standard. Just go Taunt, fake out. Okay. So you're okay, so you just got rid of fake out pressure, fine. I showed you I'm willing to taunt there. What if I show you I'm willing to taunt here and then just switch an Incineroar? What are you gonna do? So no Tailwind. Really important. I'm gonna just do this. Actually, I have to taunt here now. I don't think you're clicking Bleak Wind. I think you're protecting. I'm reading you. Oh, you do click Bleak Wind. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I'm clicking Moonblast, Grassy Glide, and Tornadus. Just click Moonblast. Just gotta remember, just click. Sometimes you just gotta click Moonblast. Next turn, I'm switching out Rillaboom though, 100%, because I still want Grassy Terrain up for Ogre Pawn in the late game. Also, no Terra, which is really important, which means Ogre Pawn just hard bonks Amoongus. That is Terra. That is Choice Scarfed Urshifu, which is something I gotta really remember. I feel like I just do this, switch an Incineroar. I need Rillaboom up. I need the double Grassy Glide up. I'm faster. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I feel like I have to go Icy Wind this. Okay. It's a lot of damage, and Lando's slower now. Bye-bye Incineroar. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What do we got for protects? Hey, buddy. Let me hit you with the bonk. Let me get you a bonk. Let's go. Let me bonk you real quick. Come on. Come on. Get bonked. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you just gotta click Moonblast. Thank you. So, I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna pull up the stats for the last regional. I want to talk about the teams. John Luke VGC, shout out to you for giving out a team spread for it. I'll kind of go over his team spread for that team, and then we'll go from there. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so a couple interesting things. We have the OG team for Day Oneers, who won it all. My initial thoughts on this is I love the Icy Wind on the Shin Pao. It provides much needed speed control. And then having those bulkier Mystic Water Urshifus is nice. But other than that, it's more or less standard from what I was... Oh, also, instead had U-turn. I like U-turn. High horsepower is nice on Rillaboom. Don't get me wrong. But there's so many times I'm just like, I really just want to click U-turn. Like, U-turn would be such a huge momentum shift. And while the damage from high horsepower is nice, don't get me wrong, it is very nice. I don't know if I like the momentum swing more than the raw damage. Because sometimes the damage is a momentum swing, but there's much more times where I'm just like, U-turn would go hard right now. Anything else that I'm noticing that is initial? And photosynthesis. Booster energy on Raging Bolt. I like that too. Yeah, it's nice. I think it's a really interesting team. Really interesting take on Raging Bolt balance. I like the shift. And yeah, but this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. I love this team. Okay, so initial things to talk about. So Dondozo's set is more or less standard. The Tatsugiri is interesting. This is a really bulky Tatsugiri that just tanked so much raw damage. I think it tank close combats from Urshifus, things like that. This thing did a lot of work. With Helping Hand, ooh, I love it. For those end games, it's great. This is definitely a bulkier Flutter Mane that's just like, I'm just going to be here be a nuisance. Probably a bulkier Flutter Mane, I'm assuming. Maybe it has a little bit more damage with the Chi-Yu. But hey, this is nice. Just Chi-Yu with Focus Sash. I like it. While I do like Focus Sash. Oh, look, I'll go back to the Tatsu. I'll go back in a little bit. Well, I do like Focus Sash on Tatsu because those are interesting 1v1s. I think this team plays around it less than my other teams. And also the Choice Band D-Knight's really nice for balance matchups. Just nothing's really want to take those Terra Normal extreme speeds. The only thing I'm like about is the multi-scale. But I mean, I guess if you're leading it with like Weezing, hey, like you're gonna get faked out no matter what, I guess. But I don't know. But trust players that are better than me. So hey, it's great. The really interesting thing that I noticed was the Weezing set, which was Gunk Shot, Toxic Spike. I still don't know how I feel about Toxic Spikes. I want to trust players that are better than me, but if we can go down the top teams, and I don't know. I don't see the vision with Toxic Spikes versus like Poison Gas. Gunk Shot's interesting. Personally, I mean, I think you can get away now. I originally I don't really like Gunk Shot. I think Strange seems really important for like Urshifu Dark, but if you're running Flutter Mane, like that I think it's just annihilating every Urshifu Dark. So I guess that makes sense. Now I'm like kind of talking about it more. Overall, I like this team. I'm interested in this team. I'm gonna play this team. Don't know if this will bring me to Houston, but I'm gonna play this team, and I'll play this team for a decent amount. I'm gonna have fun. We'll go over top 8 a little bit, but and maybe talk about like Toxic Spikes. Because if we look at this one, I'm pretty sure this was Terra Poison Lando. I mean, that's kind of obnoxious with Toxic Spikes. That's just going to eat it up. But hey, it's fine. I don't even think. But I watched the matches. Did not even bring Weezing. So I guess that's not needed. Just Scythe Spam. I have not played Scythe Spam enough to see if there's anything interesting. It just kind of feels like Scythe Spam. With Tailwind, with like a Tail Room. This one is more. I think this is like a more of a hard Trick Room. It's probably a slower Urshifu. Substitute on the Flare Mane is really interesting. That's something I've noticed. But also, again, a Poison type and Amoonguss. Toxic Spikes. Is Toxic Spikes really that good? I don't know. Trust players that are better than me, but I don't know. I think it's a little cooking too much. This one, Tailworm. No, more of a Trick Room team. These are ones I'm like, these teams I don't play. I cannot speak more on. So I'm just gonna kind of go over what's more interesting. You have a balance. No, another balance with Goldango, which I think is really cool. Hits more of those hard fairy matchups where it's like, which I'm curious if you're running Goldango, if you even like, could you get away with a different Terra type with Raging Bolt? Maybe there could be an argument you could be, or maybe it just frees up your Terra to use other ways if it's just like you need the Terra Fairy, but like because of the fairy coverage. Oh no, because it's for Dragon. Never mind. But I don't know. Food for thought. Maybe it could be a different Terra. Tail Room. I think we'll just go top 16. Balance with Shukaberry on the Bolt and no Urshifu. With 2 Terra Waters. Terra Steel on the Raging Bolt. Interesting. I think this is an interesting team. I think this is a really interesting take. The most I can say about it is that I think not having Urshifu is really interesting. I think there's a lot of Urshifu hate. So if you're going to want it, like Urshifu is very, very strong, but if you just drop Urshifu and say, I just don't want to deal with the Urshifu hate, but I'm going to have a decently strong Pokemon with it, I think that's probably fine too. Also, yes, my takes are not probably great. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot. I'm kind of talking out my ass a little bit. But if you have interesting takes, let me know. I'm really interested. I want to hear some interesting takes. This one, I think this one's like really much like screams, I'm going to destroy balance. And that's, and maybe some other things, but I hate balance and we're going to destroy you. Which I think, hey, in your top tables, like that's a great choice. Like look at all these balance in the top 16. Like that is great. And especially from what I've heard, like, pro players talking about Europeans and how they love balance. That is a great call for this tournament. No, and speaking of balance, yeah, another balance. This one definitely is, Life Orb. I like that. I love it. Life Orb. No Life Orb with no Calm Mind. I love it. That's interesting. That's super interesting. I could see myself potentially trying that out. Rain. I think Weather is heavily slept on this format. I know Rain is definitely slept on. I'm curious if there's a place for Sand. I think Excadrill's position in this meta is probably pretty good if I'm being honest. I just played against one earlier. Like Excadrill does a lot against the fairy types. It's going to outspeed a lot of things. Ground coverage is really good. I think personally, like Sand is kind of slept on. There's definitely space for Sand in this format. Definitely with Rain and Sun a little bit. I like Weather. I think Weather is not utilized enough. I think the meta is balance and what beats balance, and no other innovation on that, unfortunately. But hey, that's fine. I like balance. I think this format's really interesting and really fun. So, this one's another, slower, Ursaluna team. I'm just gonna say Ursaluna, and then we have Scythe Spam, and then we have an interesting, this Citrus Berry. This Entei set's actually really interesting, if I'm being honest. I like this Entei set. I'm interested in it. It looks really nice, really cool. And then just kind of like standard everywhere else. Also, Fairy Feather on the Fluttermane is really interesting. But I'm just going to quickly look to see if there's anything else that's piquing my eye. We have another team. It's basically the same team as the number 2 team. Any more Weezings? I actually have no idea if there's any more Weezings. Let's just do a quick look to see if there's any more Weezings. Any Weezing enjoyers out there? Let me see some Weezing enjoyers. Lando T. I'm a huge Lando T enjoyer, so seeing some Lando T representation, I love it. Ooh, you. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what I don't know what you're trying to beat. I don't know what. Huh. Interesting. If I were to like load up against this team, I'm gonna be like, what the hell am I up against? I don't. Wait. Can I see your matchups? Is there any way I can see your matchups? I. Wait, hold on. I can't see your matchups. So, who I'm looking for? Ryan. Where are you, Ryan? I clicked on your name. There you are. Okay. Hold on. What did you? Okay, so you lost to Marcus, and then Shohei. Okay, that's understandable why you lost to Shohei. That guy is insanely good at this game. With balance. Adrian's probably up here with kind of a balance, a little bit. And then you... It feels like you just lose the balance. Did you play balance? Mad respect. Let me tell you. Okay? What's your name? Where are you at? Hold on. Tom Nickel? I hope that I pronounced your last name. I respect you. Okay? Zapdos? I respect that. Don't give me... Okay? If you... I respect the confidence to bring Zapdos into a regional. I respect that, okay? If you, for whatever reason, you see this, I do. No, I'm not even joking. Like, no, like, I'm not trying to be, condescending. I respect that genuinely. If you're bringing something like interesting like that, I respect it. Psy spam. You beat a balance. You did beat a balance. You beat a really good balance. Ooh, this team. This team I actually want to play too. This team is evil, and I love it. Oh, I love evil teams. I don't like Clam Unaware. I will be honest. I do not like that. The reason being is that I feel like with Oblivious you can like Unaware is probably only really good against Unaware Clam is probably only really good against parting shots from Incineroars, the occasional Swords Dance on Ogre Pawns, and then Calm Mind. There really isn't a lot of setup in this format. I'm curious to know what this is specifically for, and why not just be like, okay, I'm just gonna run Oblivious to deal with the Intimidates, and then just run a better item. Maybe Clam is good against Haze, but like Haze isn't really strong in this format. Rather, let me rephrase that. Haze, like Dondozo isn't super respected in this format. Maybe going forward, this could be the Dondozo set with Clam Dondozo because of Haze. I don't know if this interaction works like that. So if I'm wrong, roast me. But if it does, hey, that's probably why. I'm spending a lot of time looking at this guy, and then you played another balance. This is an interesting team. This is interesting. This is actually like really interesting. I might look at this. This is interesting because it's Weezing. I'm a Weezing enjoyer. Any other Weezings out there? Oh, hey, this is close to what I was thinking about, but instead you brought Ogrepon Fire and Urshifu. Huh. Respect. Oh, interesting. Home play rough. Cool. Because you need the fairy coverage. Yeah, cool. Oh, hey, Sand. Huh. Hey, Sand. Sand's didn't top 64, but bubbled out of top 64. Is there any other Cheetars? Wait, am I an Unk? Hold on. Is there a way to look at Pokemon in this? I'm probably just unking this right now. That's fine. I'm not gonna go too much further. I'll stop at 124, 164, or something like that. Just looking for Weezings, looking for anything cool. This is an evil team, and I love evil teams. Only thing is, like, this doesn't like top very high. Oh, another person brought this team. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look into that. Interesting. Three people brought this team. I am too new at this game to talk about overseas rivalries and be like, you know, Europeans maybe just aren't cooking as us and the states. So I'm not gonna put my stake in the ground on that. I will say if I for some reason I do get not bad at this game, I will put stake in that. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Okay, I'm gonna look at that team. I'm interested to see the thought process and like what you're bringing those matchups into. I don't know any of these players, but maybe they have some social media. I don't really have a social media besides my YouTube. But I'm going to try to bring up the team that got second. I'm gonna plug that in the showdown. I'll play a game. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go from there. So give me just 1 second. Okay, so here's the team. Well, let's look at the sets real quick. So John Luke did say, real quick, shout out John Luke VGC for the spreads. You are a lot smarter than I am so I'm jacking it. No shame, but thank you. Shout out to you. So Gungshot, I watched his video earlier. He said the thought process on Gungshot is like, this is just gonna hit really hard and it has a decent chance to poison. EVs are just like you're gonna live some decent things. I like the more special defense things, like on the physical side, like you're gonna live a decent amount. So and you mentioned the speed is just a outspeed men speed Incineroar, so I think that's interesting. I think that's good. And then Terraflying, I think that's I've played with it more. I like Terraflying on Weezing. I think that's really smart. This is just the bulky Flutter Mane with Taunt, Icy Wind, Moonblast, and Protect. I personally still really like Thunderwave. I'm a Thunderwave merchant, but we'll try this out. Like I said, we're gonna trust players that are better than me. Terra Fairy, no. Again, we're not sure if this is the EVs that got second place. I really wish I could remember your name. I am bad with names. Marcus Co, I think. Marcus is. So we're not 100% sure. I stand by after events, EVs should be listed like out in public. I want to know the argument on why it's not, but after a major like that, I personally think EVs should be listed. Because I think metagames are going to develop more. The metagame development would change a lot, but like it's not like I don't think it's going to be a hindrance. But if I were to maintain going to regionals, if I still like enjoy this, which I still am, I'm having fun. Every time I go to a regional, I'm posting it all. I'm just posting it. I don't care. Snatch it. If I bring it the same thing, I'm gonna bring the same thing, but it's gonna be posted. So, anyways, that's a rant for another day. I said probably for the second time now. And these videos. So, bulky Flutter Mane, with the Terra Fairy and the Chi-Yu, you probably really don't need that much special attack investment. You just click Terra Fairy, Moonblast, and go and /left. But speaking of Chi-Yu, Focus Ash, just 252, 252, and say good luck. This is apparently a pretty standard D-Knight set. I don't know D-Knight sets very well. Don't really have don't have a whole lot of experience using this mon. But hey. And then this is also a 252, 252 split. I appreciate his reasoning on not putting it into HP and putting it into a defense and just saying because you're just getting more out of it once you go commander. That makes sense. And then the Tatsu is just, you are just going to be bulky and you're just going to live, and your job is to be a nuisance. And this also helps you win the 1v1. Like, Terra Steel safety goggles, if you're, for whatever reason, in a 1v1 situation against a Mungus, like, you just win and you haven't terrored, you auto win. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to try this team out in a game and go from there. See how I'm feeling. I still really enjoy. Oh, let me turn the music back on. I forgot to do that. I still really enjoy Weezing. I think this Pokemon is really interesting. I think it's interesting in the way it changes the dynamics of the game and the match. Yeah, Dundozo Merchant, but I don't care. Like, okay. So we're up against Rain with Covert Cloak on the Tornadoes with Prankster, Rain Dance, Eerie Impulse, Thunderwave, Choice Scarf, Urshifu, understandable, with Terra Water, Terra Fairy on the Amoonguss with Spore, Rage Powder, Pollen Puff, okay, and then Assault Vest, Arcralladon with Pelipper, okay. Initial scares is for leads. Like, I'm curious if I should just let them get Rain off, because that makes my wave crashes stronger. But I don't know if that's smart or not. They don't have a whole, like, the issue is, like, D-Knight's very strong here, but if they just lead Pelipper or Growlithe, is it chalked? The answer is probably yes. Like, I probably could go, like, Earthquake. Like, go Fluttermane, D-Knight, protect the Fluttermane, and just click Earthquake. I probably could do that. Let's try that. That piques my interest. Let's try that. And I think game one, you're not going to lead Pelipper. I don't think you're going to lead Pelipper. You might switch it in, but I'd have to then call what you switch in. The only downside is if you lead Thunderous. But if you lead Thunderous, if you do lead Thunderous, I think I just Terra normally speed you. Yeah, I think I just Terra normally speed you. Oh, I can't because of that. I think I can go taunt the Thunderous. Yeah, and then I'm gonna switch into Tatsu here. I have an interesting idea. I have an idea. Now, didn't say it was a good idea, but it's an interesting idea. Got us through turn one. So, I think I'm gonna go Moonblast. How? Muddy Water. Wild Boat misses both. Okay. And we have Among Us. So the downside is I really can't switch into Dozo this turn. I need Fluttermane to go down. But I also think I'm just, like, faster. So what if I just do this? I don't think Thunderous one-shots Tatsu. So what if I were to just do this and just click Draco on the Thunderous? Like, would you switch out Thunderous is the question. Tatsu lives. Oh, that's so sad. Icy Wind. I'm gonna click Icy Wind, go into D-Knight, because I want to save Tatsu a little bit. And Icy Wind plays around the Rage Powder. And I don't think you're gonna click Spore onto the D-Knot slot. That's fine. I'm not upset by that. Like, multi-scale like is whatever. Incineroar comes out. What are you doing to me, Incineroar, buddy? I think I'm just gonna click E-Speed into the Incineroar slot. I'm just gonna start clicking Moonblast and see what happens. Ooh, that is Fluttermane, you are the biggest fraud of the century, let me tell you. But like, I'm like not super upset by late game stuff, shenanigans. I think I can pretty safely probably win the 1v1, like the late game stuff once Tatsu comes out, once everything comes out. I definitely probably want D-Knight switched out. And like in this position, it's like I'm gonna just click her, like I'm just gonna click E-Speed onto that Urshifu. Deal actually no damage. Dozo comes out. I'm gonna Terra Grass order up. Switch into Tatsu, that's fine. And now we're gonna play this really, really fun game of order up merchants. Although like I can keep clicking order up. And I'm just gonna get stronger. And so like I know I'm gonna click Earthquake. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. That is giga unfortunate. Oh, that's so giga unfortunate that I got critted. Okay. Question. Do I just click Outrage? Is that stronger? Outrage is probably stronger. I somehow won that. I don't know how I won that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Legitimately have no idea how I won that game. So what are my thoughts? Yeah, no, that sucked. That sucked. So I think I just do this. That was horrendous. That was not fun. I'm just gonna gunk shot that and say good luck. That's fine. I called that. I was like, I just called it was gonna happen. I'm gonna hold Terra. That is a bulky Thunderous though. Gunk shot that. I wonder if it is like Terrafly. No, I can't Terrafly. Let's gunk shot this. And I'm just gonna keep E-speeding this slot, like. like I'm just gonna keep E-speeding that slot. That's fine. I'll just E-speed merchant this. Gunk shot, E-speed. All right. So now we have fun games, let me tell you. I'm going to gunk shot the Urshifu Protect. This sounds dumb, and this is dumb. I will be honest, this is dumb. they, they lost the 50-50, so they called it. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot how fun this team is. Okay. Just wanted to get one game on this team. So thanks to everyone for day 23. Yeah, I think I'm okay playing this net team now. I've reignited my enjoyment for playing this team, let me tell you. So thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you for day 24. I really do appreciate your time today. Thanks.